So this is Tim with TAH Farm. We got another project we're going to do on the 1086, and that's fix the refrigerant. Yep, the AC is not working on this. It was working, the guy told me, but it stopped working and he didn't know why. Well, we found why. Talked about it in some other videos. This hose right here rubbed a hole right here and started leaking. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see that scuff mark right there. That started leaking. So anyway, there's the box with the hoses in it. Got a new dryer that goes in here. I do not have the TXV yet, and I gotta figure out this right here. So we're gonna start the project today. It's not gonna get done today. It's gonna be a couple days project, but anyway, let's see what we gotta do to get this cover off. And I know what we gotta do to get to the dryer. It's up behind here, so hang tight here. All right, that came out easy because I've had that out before and I never seized them, so it will go back in. Got to pull this apart here. Here's a hose up here. That's the hose that's leaking. That's the high pressure hose going up to the cab. And then there's a short hose that comes off the compressor, comes down to here. That'd be right in here. That's this hose. And then this hose here comes off the bottom side of this where your liquid's going to be, pushes through the dryer then that's the hose. Yeah, so anyway, there's where we are on that. But I got a little cotter pin right here. It's too dark back there. Got a cotter pin there. Got to get out so that I can slide this up, get this off so I can get to these hoses connectors here. So we'll be right back. All right, we got this off. It's hanging here, but this hose is a little short. That's the one that comes from the compressor. So we need to get this cover off here so we can get the access up here. So bear with me. We got that off. There was a screw here, one on top, two here. And up here we had one on top, one here, and then one going into this panel here. And this panel has two down here and then one inside. So we got that all off. I got this broke loose. Trying to get it off. That's the suction line coming down. That's this big line here. That's that line. We're getting that one off here so we can get to this other one that's behind there. And I closed my ports off. This used to be R12. Somebody's updated it to 134A. So, but with that hole over there, there is no pressure on it, so I'm not worried about it. But anyway, we're still just working on getting it apart. All right. Horn sets right here. We pulled that off, so that's out of there. And then I loosened this bolt here. I loosened that one, took this one out, so I get that, got this out where I can get to it and work on it now. So we're gonna get these loosened off of there. And then I got the new dryer right here, but we're not gonna get that on yet. Once I get that apart, I can get this apart here because I'll have slack on this hose now. Guys, this is another pet peeve of mine, and I don't know why people do that. People put them on this way and they push. That's designed to go on like this and push down. So it bites in there. And this one will turn the other way. See how I put that on there? Put that on there. Now they bite into each other. Yeah, that is a pet peeve of mine. I'm watching you guys do stuff and I'm like, man, I got the wrenches backwards. Yeah, there's times you get in tight spots, you gotta flip it, but man, when you're really putting pressure on it, you need to have that wrench the correct way. So again, I'm backing that up. I don't want to put stress on that. That'd twist right off if I didn't back that up. So, and it was really easy to pull that out where I had access to it here to do this. So that's why we did that. Okay. All right, we got the hoses off. We're gonna pick up what they call R11 and we're gonna blow through that, make sure it's blowed out clean and dry. That R11's a cleaner. And we'll do the same thing up there. So bear with us. All right, guys, it got flipped to photo for some reason or another. this is the garbage I'm getting out of this inside of this. These are those two connectors I was showing you that was right here, part of that quick connect. So I got them off, but it's just absolutely cruddy in there. They're $30 a piece, 60 bucks, and that's probably worth it to put all this effort into this air conditioning and not clean those up. Makes me kind of wonder what the inside of this looks like. Man, I don't want to tear that apart, but if we have to, we have to. All right, we're gonna get back to that compressor later, but we're up here on top of the cab. I got the roof lid off, and we've got new bolts, and these are little clips to screw into because some of them are bad. We're gonna replace those. I also bought some paint. We're gonna clean this up. There's the paint. But right now, we're gonna get these lines apart here and get this all so I can get this evaporator out of there. So we're gonna get these screws out and stuff, but that's the plan right now, and we'll be right back. There we go. All right, got everything out. Got even the hose out for the drain. I got to see if the hoses I have will work. But we need to clean this all up in here. Got the coil out. Back in my HVAC days, we used this stuff right here to clean these out. And the coil evaporator's out there, so I got this half filled with water, just a 50-50 mix, and this is some heavy duty stuff. So yeah, we mix this together, and what that'll do, it'll clean all that oil and dirt and grease and grime out of there. And just spray it on like this. And that stuff will go in there and foam out, but this take about 20-30 minutes to do. But this is all we'll do, and I'll just give you some bits and pieces of it as we go. Kind of see how that just keeps pushing dirt out. And I rinsed this off with water real good, so it was cleaned real good once. But yeah, it just keeps foaming that dirt, pushing it right out of down inside there. But we just keep working that around on there, and it'll all just be a big block of foam here in a little bit. Yeah, just pushing that dirt out of them coils. Well, that's a whole lot cleaner, all the grease and oils off of it. So we'll do a real good rinse on it, and it'll be ready to go back in. All right, got that all cleaned and dry. I used the compressed air to blow through here. Next step I'm gonna do, I talked about this before, this RX11 flush. This right here is a big enough can to do like a 5-ton system, and this is lucky to be 1.5 tons, 2 at the most. But what this is, it's it's stuff you can put in there to flush any of the oil, dirt, dust, crud out of there. And what I was able to get picked up was this can, that adapter, and then there's this. I picked one of these up. I'm not going to be able to do this and you see, but we're just going to stuff that in there like that. And then I'll open this can up and just flush this through there. And then we'll chase it with some nitrogen. Got a bottle of nitrogen here. And then that'll be completely flushed and good to go and cleaned out. So that's the next step, but I don't think you're going to be able to see what I'm doing, but we'll try. That's the dirt and junk that's blowing out of there. All right, got a fan running over there because it's warm today. This is all cleaned out, RX 11 flushed, and with the oil I saw coming out of there, we are definitely going to flush the oil out of this and put new oil in it. Look pretty cruddy, yellowish, like it's picked up a lot of moisture over the years, and it's very possible with that little hole that was in the hose right down over here. So anyway, we're going to end today right now. This video here, it's gotten long, but this first part was cleaning and removing. All we got left to do now is shop vac out up there, clean that real good. That'll be in part 2, and then put all the hoses back together, put everything back together. Part 2 will include this compressor, and then we will nitrogen purge everything, evacuate the system, and then we'll charge it. So part 2 will be putting it together and kind of how to charge a system, and this part 1 was basically how to remove everything. So anyway, stay tuned for part 2. It'll be coming here shortly. I hope you enjoyed what we did so far, and thanks for watching.